Okay, let's talk a little more, and then I'll think about it. Okay. So Drake bots his music. That's what you're trying to say. Allegedly.
Yeah, I'm 100% sure he does.
You're 100% sure.
Yo, Rock Nation, what y'all got going on, man? Rock Nation, Meg the Stallion, all of these people. What y'all got going on, man? How Drake telling y'all other bot? Y'all trying to get at Drake because y'all think he bot? Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm certain, yes.
So why are you
That's
certain?
what the evidence shows.
The evidence shows that.
What's the evidence show?
But why does the biggest artist in the world need to bot his music if he's the biggest artist in the world?
Let's talk about steak.
You said what?
Steak got to do with this?
It's difficult to see why Steak would need to be involved in this, but in order to play devil's advocate, this could be because Steak is the owner of the live streaming platform Kick, which has been accused for botting, so as well as botting views for major streamers, maybe they're botting music streams for Drake.
Let's talk about steak.
Oh, talk about steak? Yeah, let's speak.
Now, I don't want to. I know the investigator's name. By the way, I looked up their credentials. Again, I don't want to dox them because I don't want none of y'all harassing them. Apparently, they worked in cyber frauds, money laundering frauds, all type of fraud. I don't know if they're investigating botting or what. I don't know what they're investigating.
Speak about steak. I love steak.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on steak?
Do they pay you?
Do they pay
They
me?
pay you?
Well, depending if the slots hit. You ever heard of Sweet Bonanza 1000?
But the investigator continued to press him on this and seemed to talk about Steak, Drake, and Akademiks as a singular organization.
No, I'm asking if they pay you to do the work that you do.
What work do I do?
On behalf of Akademiks, on behalf of Drake, do they pay?
Whoa. Time out. Whoa. How my name get up in the mix, shorty? Stick to the plan.
No, I'm asking if they pay you to do the work that you do.
What work do I do?
On behalf of Akademiks, on behalf of Drake, do they pay you to do the work that you do?
Yo, chat. Could we at some point we gotta say like this whole like Meg the Stallion, Rock Nation, like Cuckoo Nation, like they're losing it. Like they're losing it.
Ma'am, I'm just a gambler on steak. I love the product. You ever heard of Eddie Craven?
I don't think you're being honest.
I am being honest. Listen.
And honestly, I don't even think you are who you say you are. So I'm not sure if this is like if George thinks that this is going to help him or not. I don't know. I don't think so.
Listen. I just want to know why you think Drake bots his music, because this is a very harsh allegation. This is a man's craft here you're talking about. He's perfected his craft over his tenure of his huge music career, and you're trying to diminish it with some Kendrick Lamar allegations?
But Steak, Drake, and Ak were only 3 parts of her puzzle. She soon asked him about another important figure.
But Aiden, what's your relationship with Aiden?
My relationship with Aiden? Great streamer, one of the forefront of streaming. Aiden who?
Well, I think you know, right? I mean, don't you guys message each other?
Aiden. Yeah. There's a couple Aidens.
I'm not going to entertain you, right? You either are who you claim to be or you're not, but I'm not going to entertain you with nonsense. So
who do you think I am? This is the wizard. Who do you think I am?
It's the wizard.
The lawyer offered to bring Grand food, and within this conversation we get some clues as to what part of the world this conversation took place in. You don't need a spaceship to get here, but it is a considerably long journey for Roc Nation to fly someone out to. On the call, Grand Wizard kept trolling that Israel was trying to get him, but when the lawyer asked him where he wanted food, he gave a very interesting answer.
Listen, the blackball is real. The Israeli party banned me off Deliveroo, banned me off DoorDash, Uber Eats. It's getting bad. Just bring me some Hungry Jacks and I'll come.
What's Hungry Jacks? Sound like some shit I should be eating. What? Don't tell me Grand is eating better than me.
We can do McDonald's.
Oh, okay. There we go.
McDonald's works.
Grand got good taste. Grand got good
Hungry Jack's is basically what Burger King is called in Australia. When Burger King wanted to set up in Australia, there was already a restaurant called Burger King, so they had to change it to Hungry Jack's. So this is the only country in the world where you will find a popular restaurant called Hungry Jack's. Then Grand's accent started to slip.
These hackers, I posted Free Palestine a lot, like 100 times. So on my account, I do push pro-Palestinian support, pro-Gaza support, and I posted Free Palestine. The next day, I was hacked, locked out of my accounts, 100 times.
And then we pretty much have the smoking gun that Grand Wizard was in Australia at a certain point.
Do you know who you're talking to?
You flew 14 hours, though. You obviously... I have a big castle in Melbourne. Why would I not stay at the big castle in Melbourne? I have a big castle in Canada, Y'all
gotta... whoever the private investigator is, y'all went to the wrong place. Wrong continent. Maybe it's because I'm friends with 6ix9ine, but it's in Canada. Y'all gotta get there.
Big castle in Canada. You like Canada? Big owl stay there. I got a big castle over there in Texas.
Got some castles going on.
Big castle. Big castles. We love castles.
The average flight time between LA and Melbourne is just over 14 hours. So if that's the case that Roc Nation had lawyers fly out to Australia to hunt down someone from Akademiks' team, then it means they're pretty serious about finding information. The problem was Grand Wizard spent the whole time trolling them.
Please don't speak over me.
Don't speak over the wizard
here, okay?
Don't speak over the wizard.
Things that he says in the media for clout, it's because he wants to give me followers. Honestly, he can say anything. It doesn't, it's not true. I don't run that page. I don't have time to. I run Grand Wizard Chat. I'm a big meme page. Why? I don't have time to run these other pages. What do you not understand here? Have you never heard of a social media manager?
During the deposition, Akademiks was heavily criticized by Roc Nation's lawyers for relying too much on speculation, but it seems like this time around that Roc Nation are doing exactly that.
It seems like you don't have anything factual here. It's quite frankly seems like you don't have anything factual here. Because, listen, I'm not gonna perjure myself, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you the truth here. All your sources are from the internet.
Akademiks concluded that he can't say for 100% certainty that this woman was from Roc Nation, but he narrowed it down to 3 main candidates.
It's either Kendrick/UMG, who are trying to do their counter intel on Drake, or this is Roc Nation. Why would I say it's Roc Nation? Because while trying to pursue this Tory, whatever, but we want to get at Drake, Nicky, act thing, they have gone deeper down a rabbit hole to think that there is a cabal with how Clippers are making some of their artists and their propaganda look. They think there's money behind it. They think Drake is putting money behind it to make them look stupid. They're not thinking that maybe they just look stupid. So they think there is some concerted effort. So that's why that could be Roc Nation. The other part is UMG / the TDE. Remember I told you when I met with Anthony Sella, when I went to Kendrick's show, he said he tried to put, not say tried, he said he put a PI on Grand. I told you this, right? Go dig up the audio. I said this. Now, I can't just blame him because they have went to about 5 or 10 other people, some that are in relation to our situation and some that we know them, but they're not necessarily completely with us. So this is why, it's kind of interesting. This is between Rock Nation, TDE, and UMG, honestly.
There are some Rock Nation artists like Clips and A$AP Rocky that have beef with Drake, but this still doesn't make sense. In response, Nicki Minaj espoused yet another wild theory, but one that Akademiks actually thought made a lot of sense. And shockingly, Nicki claimed that Rock Nation were not upset with Akademiks for constantly talking about them. In fact, Akademiks had played right into their hands. On Twitter Spaces, Nicki went on a rant which sounded like something from a sci-fi movie.
You are asking logical questions and expecting logical answers. However, there is nothing logical in a game, okay? There's nothing logical in these games. You understand? You are in a game that you never signed up to play. The people that are doing this are using you as a part of the game as just another distraction to the docket. You see, a bunch of staged court cases, staged, depositions. You see, the things that you are doing that you thought they wouldn't think that you would do, they did know that you would do that. That's why they're doing what they're doing. They want you to go on the internet and scream about them. Anything but anything but for the people to pay attention to them dockets. You see, the questions that you're asking are logical, but only if this were in a logical frequency. You are just a part of this game that those people are currently playing. They need the loudest voices to be irritated at the same time to get on social media to drown out the docket. They need to distract you. They need to distract my fans to drown out the docket.
The docket Nicki is referring to is Desiree Perez's highly sensitive lawsuit with her daughter that they have been taking out anybody who speaks on it. To cut a long story short, Desiree's daughter claimed that her mother told lies about her to place her into psychiatric care. So the whole controversy about Drake, Steak, and Aiden Ross could all be just smoke and mirrors and a staged controversy. Poetic Flacco has said that there's been a concerted effort to stop people talking about this lawsuit.
Anybody who posted it about this lawsuit, if you use the picture of Desiree Perez, they copyright strike you. They got your stuff taken down. Tasha K did, I believe, like interview or Jaguar, right? They struck that. They attacked it. So they're now saying, after putting a gag order on Damari, after striking down content, because I know I personally took down all of my content talking about that lawsuit, right? Because they sent me a strike for using Desiree Perez's picture. I believe it's them. If it's not them, I apologize. All right? I don't want no smoke.
And just like before, Akademiks agreed with Nicki, but only to an extent.
Yo, I believe Nicki. Man, I'm going to be honest with you. Listen, no matter what even I believe Rock Nation has done, I think that it's no way they're that evil. And I'm just surprised that nobody from that camp, they claim to be in touch with cultural, never come out and try to give some explanation or some type of understanding to people who truly support, them. And I think that's weird. That's absolutely weird. You get what I'm saying? So of course Nicki looks crazy when she's saying something when no one else is kind of like really standing on it.
And this is what happens with a lot of conspiracy theories. This conspiracy could be true, or some variation of it could be true, but equally, a lot of conspiracy theories emerge from a vacuum. Roc Nation is doing a lot of things that don't make sense, and a lot of people are simply filling in the gaps. They obviously don't need to clarify that they didn't kill D'Angelo, but the obsession with Akademiks and Aiden Ross and Drake needs a lot of clearing up in relation to Milagro Grams' comments about Megan Thee Stallion. What you have instead are actions that are having the opposite of effect of what was intended. Every lawsuit to protect Megan Thee Stallion's image now seems to be making her look worse. And every attempt to use depositions to get more information out of Akademiks and Aiden Ross is only giving us more information about them.